أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Madam Chair, Commissioners, Lead Counsel, Assistant Counsel, viewers and listeners, members of the press, good morning. Welcome back once again for our daily proceedings of this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Without further ado, Madam Chair, I have the honor to yield the floor to you. Thank you.
Auzubillahi Minash-Shaytanir-Rajim. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. I will call on Honorable Sila to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joyner to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. Auzubillahi Minash-Shaytanir-Rajim. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة أن لا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا وأبشروا بالجنة التي كنتم توعدون نحن أولياؤكم في الحياة الدنيا وفي الآخرة ولكم فيها ما تشتهي أنفسكم ولكم فيها ما تدعون نزلا من غفور رحيم ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما بحرمة اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق الناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقدار عظيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Amen. Thank you, Lord, for your many blessings. Grant me the strength to go through this blessed Thursday as we seek your face. Comfort and rest. Keep us safely wrapped in your loving arms. Bless us with your peace as you prepare a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Anoint our head with oil so that our cup runs over. Watch over our family, friends, and loved ones, and be with us all today. Lord, as the sun rises, may your hope rise up in us. As the birds sing, may your love flow into us. As the light floats into this new day, may your joy shine through us and allow us to drink in this moment of peace. May we carry some of your hope, love, and joy in our hearts today and for every day. Amen.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, I want to remind you that you are still under oath. Before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed. Thank you, Madam Chair. Over to you.
Good morning, Mr. Elhajj.
Good morning, ma.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming. Council, we may proceed.
Yes, Mr. Elhajj, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Gomez.
Do you have the payments that you were to bring?
Yes.
We apply to tender a document, a paper from the witness under the C Consulting, signed by the witness, Mr. Chabell Elhajj. The date is 2nd of July 2025, stating the payments received by the witness from EMK Stores, Mr. Nandu, to the best recollection of the witness, correct?
Yes, sir.
To be admitted into evidence and marked as an exhibit.
A document from C Consulting dated the 2nd of July 2025, being payments received from MK Stores, is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/CE/008.
As the Commission places, may we have the witness to be given said document to explain to the Commission the various payments received from EMK Stores. Do you have the document with you?
Yes, Mr. Gomez.
Can you please guide the Commission through the various payments you have received from the first payment.
20 of May 2019, $2.5 million is same day as well, 2,500,000. 21st of May 2019, 1 million. 10th of February 2021, 500,000. 26th January 2021, 500,000. 27 January 2021, 500,000. And I have a copy of a receipt here for 1.3 million. Unfortunately, it was not dated. And the payment to Basic Bank, 2 million.
That's all?
That's all I have, the copies of the receipts.
Yes.
If I may add, when I was with the investigative team, I had asked them, if Mr. Nando has more papers in black and white, I would like to have them to confirm. I never got them. But these are the copies that I have with me personally.
Okay. And the total is?
Total is $10,800,000.
All right. Thank you. May we have that exhibit?
Also, for your information, I just received by email the statement from Trust Bank, but it's only by email, so I have to print it and drop it for your office, to your office.
Thank you.
I'm waiting for the access one.
Right away. Thank you very much. Now, we will ask Mr. Nando if he has any additional evidence of payment, of course.
Thank you.
Right. Before we proceed, I think the technicians are ready to play the part that we wanted to play yesterday. Was it the one behind the National Assembly?
That was the first one that was proposed by BCC.
What was that measurement?
I do not recall, sir.
And please remind us, what was that land for?
For a project for assembly of household goods.
Household goods?
Yes.
What kind of household goods?
Refrigerators, fans, air conditioners,
You were working with a company?
I was approached by a company who are doing Hisense in Nigeria.
Hisense?
Yes.
What is the name of the company?
Fuani. They are here locally.
How were you approached?
Through an intermediary.
Do you have correspondences?
No.
Effect? Everything was done verbal?
Yes, sir.
Why is that?
It happened that way.
You triggered a process of acquiring a property.
Correct.
Based on verbal communications that you received from a company.
Correct.
How is that possible?
So, some deals are made verbally, sir.
But not when you are going to invest. How much did you buy the property from BCC?
I paid BCC $2 million.
Why would you pay $2 million when you don't have any assurance from the company you were saying were supposed to be your partners for the assembly of household goods?
They did not find adequate suitable that proposed piece of land by BCC behind the National Assembly.
After you have purchased it?
After I had paid it, the bank, yes.
How many years have you been in business?
All my life.
What kind of business do you do?
I was in trading, sir.
In trading?
Yes.
And so that would not be the usual way of operation, would it be? You would not risk $2 million. It's a high risk. $2 million is for a business you are not sure or don't have a satisfactory assessment that it will succeed.
It's not unusual, sir.
Why is it not unusual?
A lot of deals are done verbally, and the agreement is done verbally.
Yeah, but if you assess the risk.
Yes, I take a risk.
Did you assess the risk?
That is the nature of business. Some deals are done verbally and some are not.
Mr. Chabell, you will see that your evidence in relation to the 2 million that was paid was because you had a verbal agreement with the company called, is it Fuani? Yes. That's what you told the commission, that you paid 2 million because you had a business agreement verbally with Fuani. You agree? Yes. So by this time, Nando was not in the picture. Good. Now, when we showed you the documents and we asked you, now the evidence surfaces that, in fact, the 2 million you paid was money received from Nando for the purchase of the land for Nando, because the money was received from him. When I asked you, you said, in fact, the 2 million is part of the $15 million. Correct?
Correct, yes, yesterday, yes.
That was why I was telling you that there was no company called Fuani, because throughout the process, the company that you were dealing with is very clear. Is Nando, EMK Stores. The evidence is clear. Correct?
No, it's not correct, sir.
What is not correct?
I started negotiating with a company called Fuani, and there are witnesses to that.
I did not say that you did not negotiate with a company called Fuani.
Ah, okay.
You repaid, the money you paid, the 2 million, was not as a result of your negotiations with Fuani. The 2 million you paid was as a result of your agreement with Nando.
Correct.
Exactly. That is the point. Now, for the list you have submitted, amounting to $10,800,000, and we have a document we want to show you, signed by you, Chabell Elhajj, on the 25th of August 2020, for and on behalf of C Consulting. Please look at this document. It seems to be evidence of a receipt of payment. Does that document, is it familiar?
I'm just reading it now. It's my signature, yes. I just want to compare whether those checks
Are stated in.
are part of the list I gave you or not.
Okay,
So
please take your time to do
if
that.
if I could have it, because to compare with the checks, But if I have signed for it, it means I have received it.
Okay.
I just want to, if I can have a copy of it, to take it home or to compare it with the other checks, because I have received from MK Stores cash and checks.
Right.
And funds through somebody else. So, I need to
But you confirm that document bears your signature.
it bears my signature.
Okay.
What I just wanted to say is that I hope it's not a duplicate from the list I have.
The list you have is for payments received from EMK Stores in 2019
And 2021.
and 2021,
Yes.
correct? The document you have is for 2020.
Can I take a picture of it?
We will give you a copy.
Okay. Sorry, what was the amount, sir? That one?
Trust Bank, 25th of August 2020, you received $500,000 by check number 205-75825.
Okay.
And Eco Bank, $500,000, check number 1627180.
The date, please, sir?
25th of August 2020.
Both of them. Okay, thank you very much.
We apply to tender a document signed by Chabell Elhajj, dated the 25th of August 2020, for payment of $1 million that is received from Trust Bank and EcoBank check, $500,000 is each, to be admitted into evidence and marked as exhibit. To be admitted. I don't think so.
A document dated the 25th of August 2020 and signed by the witness Chabell Elhajj for and on behalf of C Consulting is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/CE/009.
As the commission places. Now, I only have a few questions for you. And then, unless the commissioners have questions for you, further, we will apply that you'll be discharged temporarily. Mr. Elhajj, you wrote to the Chief Executive Officer, Banjul City Council, correct? This was on the 16th of May 2019. We have the exhibit here, is already admitted into evidence, is exhibit 001. That is your exhibit CE001, which reads transfer of allocated land in Banjul. Further to our meeting, we write to inform your good office to issue the lease of the land allocated to us by letter dated 30th of April 2019 to EMK Stores of ECOWAS Avenue, Banjul. Kindly process the lease or any other document of title to EMK Stores Limited. In this letter, you are telling BCC that they issued you a lease of a piece of land by letter dated 30th of April 2019. Is that correct?
I never got a lease issued to myself or to C Consulting.
Right. But by the letter,
Yeah.
it shows that you were issued by BCC a lease land. That's what the letter is saying.
It's badly written.
It's badly written.
Because this was based on the letter I received from BCC saying that they have received, or upon approval of their council, they have allocated me a land behind so.
Okay. The letter of the 30th of April 2019 did not say that as well. It reads, Banjul City Council, Office of the Chief Executive Officer, addressed to you with reference 15/BCC/49, the CEO or founder, Consulting Limited, Brookwood Gardens Estate, West Coast Region. Dear Sir, application for land at Bond Road. Following its meeting today, the 30th of April 2019, the General Council has agreed to enable you to have access to plot of land at the above site, measuring 100 by 100. We look forward to the preparation of the agreement. So they did not allocate you a land.
But from my understanding, the letter was clear that they had approved for the allocation of a land.
Yes, the General Council.
Yeah.
The General Council, they approved for you to have access to the land. Maybe it could be for a site visit, so that the necessary documentations will follow. But this letter did not allocate you a plot of land, 100 by 100. You will agree with that?
I beg to differ, Mr. Gomez, because I understood from that letter that, the land was allocated. That's what I understood. That's what we understood.
You can only be allocated a plot of land by BCC when you have a similar agreement like EMK stores.
Yeah, but before they issue before a lease agreement is signed between two parties, prior to that, you receive a formal letter of approval.
Yes.
And this is what we received on April 30th, Mr. Gomez.
A formal letter or an agreement to sell doesn't amount to a sale, because it can be breached anytime. Do you understand the difference? So when you agree to sell something to someone, unless it is sold, the sale is complete, there is no sale.
That's correct. But the letter of BCC clearly stipulates that they have approved the allocation of a land 100 by 100.
But there is no allocation.
Yeah, but the letter says so.
No, the letter says they have agreed.
Yes.
There is no allocation.
I mean,
let's even use the word allocation, which is not the wording of the letter.
Well,
let's even use allocation. If they have agreed to allocate, they have not allocated to you, have they?
They did to the letter. Maybe it's all legal terms, Mr. Gomez.
No,
I cannot argue with you on legal term, but from my understanding, not as a legal man, it was clear that they had approved and were going to allocate the land 100 by 100.
They were going to allocate.
Oh, allocated. The letter says so.
Did they allocate?
Yes, they did.
Were you allocated a plot of land 100 by 100?
With a lease agreement?
That's the allocation.
No. I went to visit the land with the people of BCC.
Were you actually allocated? Were the deed of allocation prepared?
The deed of the lease?
I say allocation for you to understand.
No.
The lease, the assignment, the allocation.
The lease was not yet prepared.
So the allocation was not formalized?
Yes, in a sense.
Okay. That's it. So which means you don't have an allocation. That's it. You can't claim ownership of what you don't have. Because if you have had allocation in your name, then it would have been you transferring the property to EMK stores. But because you do not have evidence of allocation, that was why you wrote to BCC for them to do a direct transfer to EMK stores. Now you understand it.
No, but Mr. Gomez, I don't see where you're trying to get. The letter clearly specified that they have been authorized, or whatever, I don't know the text in my head, to allocate us a plot of land behind or 400 by 100 behind the assembly.
Mr. Elhajj, you are the one inputting the word allocation in this document. I'll give it to you to read whether you see any word like allocation in it. You are the one.
What is, can you please read it again, please?
No, let me give it to you. I read it twice. Let me give it to you.
Yes, sorry. It says, has agreed to enable you to have access to plot of land at the above site.
Yes.
Yes. I mean,
maybe that's why you went to visit.
I beg your pardon?
Maybe that's why you went to visit, to have access to visit. And then the necessary documentation will follow.
Yes.
Says we look forward to the preparation of the agreement.
Yes.
So which means there was no agreement.
Yes.
There was only a verbal agreement.
Correct.
Good. Now this is saying go and have access. We cannot prepare an agreement. That's what it says.
Yes.
Last part.
Yes.
We look forward to the preparation of the agreement.
Yes.
So there was no agreement. And this was the last letter you received. Then you wrote on the 16th of May 2019 telling them that to issue the lease of the land allocated to us, which was never the case. There was no agreement signed. Did you sign an agreement with them?
A lease agreement? No.
Any form of agreement? Did you sign any form of agreement with them?
I wrote.
Exactly. So no agreement, no transfer, yet you people interpret it to mean that you had a transfer, and based on the transfer, you sold to EMK. Correct?
It's all a matter of interpretation.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
But unless you have the responsibility to convince the commissioners, not me.
I'm just answering to your questions, Mr.
No,
Gomez.
I'm demanding you that your effort to convince the commissioners is very important.
I'm doing my best.
Yes, please do that. Please do that. Because as it appears to us here, it is not making any sense. Now, the last question is, Mr. Chabell, how much did you invest on this transaction, monetary-wise? How much did you withdraw from your own money for this transaction?
I don't know. I don't recall.
Did you invest any dollars in this?
From
towards
myself?
the price, towards the 2 million or towards the 15 million. Did $1 of this payment, is $1 of this payment from your own money?
From which payment?
The 15 million or the 2 million?
The 2 million, we have already settled that matter, that it was from MK stores.
You're right.
But from my own self, of course I invested. I went out, I went to see lawyers, I went to see agents, I went, I was going out. So that's also investment, time and money and, fuel and
Yes.
lawyers' fees.
Right.
So that came from me.
Okay. Now, let me be more specific.
Sorry?
Let me be more specific.
Yes.
For the monetary value of the land, which is 15 million between you and EMK stores, 2 million between you and BCC. Did a $1 come from you?
No.
Good.
From
How
them.
much profit did you make?
I have to check. I did not make net profit. As I explained to you, there are people involved in it, lawyers, stamp duty,
Those are
traveling.
monies that you receive from Nando.
But that's what you ask. I'm telling you.
I am telling
replying
you,
to you.
You walk out, invested no $1 in the sale price, paying no $1 in the sale price, the transaction price. No $1 from you. You did not withdraw from your own account to pay even a $1 out of the $2 million that went to cancel, but you walked away with millions of dollars. How did you do that?
Mr. Gomez, what do you mean to tell you? This is business.
Okay.
If I want to sell a house to you for $1 million, and we have a gentleman there who values the house for $2 million, I'll sell it for $2 million. Everybody has his own wish or will or wanting, whatever. So you can.
If you have a house,
you have a property, and I want to sell it. There's somebody who might want to pay more because his brother lives next door.
Right.
So
I agree.
if I could sell it to Nandu for 200 million, I would have done it for 200 million.
I agree.
So
the only problem with your explanation is you don't have a house. You don't have a land to sell.
But
You
they
have
want-
nothing to sell in this
It's a
transaction.
matter of interpretation, Mr. Gomez.
Mr. Chabell,
Yes,
last
sir.
question. Do you have a document of ownership of this land at any point in time?
No, I only had a letter from BCC.
Good. Any questions?
No questions.
Thank you. You gave us a name.
I have a question.
You gave us a name yesterday of the people that you paid. You said Sheriff Tambedo, of course, the lawyer. You mentioned the agent. Who else was paid?
I paid...
Said something, Silla?
Yes, lawyer Silla.
Who is your lawyer, Silla?
Sasum Silla.
You paid Sasum Silla?
Yes.
How much?
I don't know. I have to check the files. She prepared the lease and she paid stamp duty and, etc.
Okay. All right. No problem. We will want you to provide us later. You can consult the registrar for those payments. Please proceed.
I would like to the statements, Madam Chairperson. Who do I give them to? I will get the Trust Bank today, Access Bank maybe next few days. Who can I drop them to?
Yes, the Assistant Registrar.
Yes.
Madam Jenaba.
Madam Jenaba.
Yes.
The lady who gives me water.
They will avail you the number.
Yes.
At the Secretariat. We had various numbers.
So I can...
Yes, you can just be in contact with her.
Yes.
And you can come in to deposit the documents.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Elhajj, for coming and for the evidence you have given. You are discharged. Should we find the need for you to clarify any further issue, we will contact you.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much.
I'm always at your disposal. Right. Thank you.
Can you get the next witness, please?
Madam Chair, sorry, another one. The copies I requested, because the bank statement.
Yes, the copies also, whatever you need, you will contact Madam Jenaba to avail you the copies that you need.
Thank you.
Camera.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. Good morning, Mr. Witness.
Good morning.
Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Mr. Witness, in what language do you wish to make your testimony?
English.
What is your religion?
Islam.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Yes.
Okay, Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Okay. It's for the records, Mr. Witness.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And repeat after me. I, Momodou Korrka
Momodou Korrka Jallow,
do swear that I'll speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Jallow.
Good morning, madam.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Council, we may proceed.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Mr. Jallow, can you please state your full name for the Commission?
Momodou Korrka Jallow.
Your address?
13 Ingram Street, Banjul.
What is your occupation?
I'm a business person.
What kind of business do you do?
I do the import and export business.
Do you have a company or a trading name, your business?
Yes, called Sodip Overseas Limited.
Sodibo Overseas Company Limited.
Exactly.
Right. Jallow, you will recall that a statement was obtained from you by investigators of this commission.
Correct.
He will give you the statement. Please, you take your time to go through it and confirm whether that is your statement.
Okay. Yes, it's my statement.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness, Momodou Korrka Jallow. The date is 18th of December 2024, to be admitted into evidence and marked as an exhibit.
The witness statement dated the 18th of December 2024 is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BCC/MKJ/001.
As the commission places. So, Jallow, you had a transaction with BCC for the allocation of a plot of land measuring 175 meters by 125 meters at Bond Road. Do you recall this?
Yes, I do recall, sir.
Can you please explain to us the process involved in this allocation?
Well, I submitted an application for this particular plot of land. I went through the process of the application, and I was notified that that I've been allocated this said plot, and I had to pay. I'm supposed to pay a sum of money of $2 million. Basically, that's what transpired.
How did you know that there were pieces or plots of land to be allocated?
Well, I already got information that 2 or 3 people were already allocated there, and I had a need for a plot of land at that vicinity, so I proceeded to do the application. Yes.
From how did you hear that? How did you know that there was land allocation?
Well, I'm from Banjul, and you know, I know a lot of people, and I have seen developments in the area at the time.
Now, who did you talk to in BCC?
No. I didn't talk to find out about to
engage BCC. You must have spoken to someone.
Yes, I went to their offices there, and I said I needed to apply because the mayor at the time is a friend of mine, Mayor Laiba of late memory. Yes.
But this is in 2018.
2018.
Is it 2018? Your first application. Do you have a copy of the application letter?
With me here?
Yes.
No, I didn't come with the application. I came with the lease document and the receipts of payments I made. That's what I came with. But I do have them.
Okay. Please, we will want you to provide us with the application that is sent to BCC.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I should have brought it. What is this for? Sorry.
Would you want to write it down so that you will not forget it?
Sorry. So you need me to provide the application and,
yes,
and the approvals, huh?
Yes, and all the, let's say all the correspondences between BCC.
Okay, I can do that for you.
Thank you very much. Now,
we will expect to have the documents on Monday.
Monday?
Yes, please.
I can provide them tomorrow.
Thank you so much for your consideration.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, you are issued with a lease document?
Yes.
Maybe please see the lease document.
There's a copy of the list.
You also have the receipts of payment.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Maybe kindly.
Sure, I can
see it.
give them to you. All the receipts are copies are hanging out there. Okay, thank you.
The agreement was for $2 million, correct?
Yes, correct.
Who did you negotiate this price with? Is it the mayor?
I didn't negotiate the price. They just gave me a letter and said this is what I'm supposed to pay. I didn't negotiate it.
Did you meet the mayor in this transaction? Rahim Malik Law?
No. It was not the time of Rahim Malik Law.
Okay.
They have to precisely clear that. I didn't deal with Rahim Malik Law.
At all?
It was not her time when I got this allocation.
Very well. Now, your payments for this land, at some point, you did not complete payment.
Correct?
Can you tell us why?
Because I started hearing information that there's an embargo, there's that, and I said, well, before I put in more of my money in there, and maybe have a problem to recover it again in case of losing the place, I said, no, I'm not going to pay no more until the dust is settled.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, how much did you pay in total?
I think it's 1.3 I paid, or 1.4, something like that. Let me see.
Yes, 1.3 million. There's an outstanding balance of $700,000. When was your last payment, your last deposit?
It was in 2002, December.
2022, you mean?
2022, yes.
2022.
Sorry, yeah.
All right. Now, what is the current situation between you and BCC?
No, the status quo is
the same.
The same.
Right. We apply to tender the long-term lease agreement between Banjul City Council and Sodi Overseas Limited. Together with receipts of payment, the land was allocated to the witness in 2017. There are 8 copies of receipts paid to BCC by the witness.
Excuse me, counsel, is it 8 or 10?
10. Thank you very much. 10.
Okay.
10 receipts were issued to the witness by the Banjul City Council, and these receipts were monies, evidence in monies received from Sodib Overseas Limited. The first receipt is dated the 28th of July 2017, and this was received from the company Sodib Overseas Limited. The second receipt is dated the 21st of August 2017 from Sodib Overseas Limited. The third is dated the 14th of June 2018 from Sodib Company Limited to Banjul City Council. By the way, all of this are paid to Banjul City Council. The fourth is dated the 3rd of December 2018. The fifth is dated the 7th of May 2019. The sixth is dated the 28th of December 2020. The seventh is dated the 9th of December 2022. The 8th is dated the 9th of August 2022. The 9th is dated the 3rd of August 2022, and the 10th receipt is dated the 28th of December 2021. An assignment dated the 24th day of May 2017. The said assignment is signed between Banjul City Council and Sodib Overseas Limited, and it is signed for and on behalf of BCC by Mustapha Batchily, the CEO, and for Sodib Overseas Limited, Momodou S. Barry. These documents, and attached is also the yes. Attached to the assignment is the usual instrument, which is the receipt of the Registrar General, evidence in registration. These documents are admitted together in a bundle as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MIJ/002.
As the Commission places. So, Jallow, I only have one question for you.
Okay. So.
Were you issued with a sketch plan?
Yes, I was issued with a sketch plan.
Do you have a copy of the sketch plan? Because it is not attached to the copy of the lease agreement you provided.
I will submit it tomorrow with the other documents that you require.
Thank you very much. We have no questions from Mr. Jallow, unless there are questions from the commissioners.
Mr. Jallow, you've been asked the question whether you have had possession since you purchased the land, and you said you're still having challenges to have possession of the land. Is that your evidence?
Yes, that's correct.
So as we speak, you've not been able to establish, or you have not been able to do anything on that said land?
Correct. Well,
Yes. Now, my question is, have you written to BCC to request for repayment of your money since you cannot have possession of the land? That is the 1.3 million.
no, I haven't.
Why?
Because I'm thinking it could be sorted out one way or another in time.
So from 2018, from 28th of November 2018 to date, you're still waiting for BCC to resolve the issue?
Yes, but I think this thing is beyond BCC as far as based on my investigation, so I don't know.
So you have opted to continue to wait?
Yes, because they're telling me that it will be sorted out, but I don't know how, but I'm still waiting. I'm in no rush.
You are not in a rush?
No.
All right. Thank you. Counsel?
Yes, we have no further questions for the witness.
Yes. Is there any need for him to come back on Monday to admit the documents that she will be presenting on Friday, bringing over to the commission on Friday?
No, I don't think there's a need to do that. We will get the documents from.
Okay. So, Mr. Jallow, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
You are discharged.
Thank you
In the
very
event that we need you to clarify any further issue on this thing, we will contact you.
Thank you very much, madam.
All right. Thank you. You are discharged.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. Welcome back. You may kindly take your seat.
Good morning.
Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. I want to remind you once again that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed. Thank you, Madam Chair. Over to you.
Good morning, Mr. Batchily.
Good morning, ma'am.
You're welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Counsel, we may proceed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Batchily.
Yes.
Just two questions, perhaps on the issue of Chabell. Then we move to other issues. By the way, did you forward to the IT the audio?
Yes, yes, I did.
Made reference to yesterday?
Yes, I did.
We will try to get it admitted after the first tea break.
Okay.
So actually, when you wrote to Mr. Chabell Elhajj, the CEO and founder of C Consulting, on the 30th of April 2019, you made reference to a general council meeting which enabled him to have access to the plot of land, correct?
Yes.
Where is that? Where are those minutes? We have asked for these minutes. You haven't brought them.
Yeah, I beg to bring them late by the closure of today.
By?
By the closure of today.
Okay. Because we can't discuss those minutes if we do not know what the what the contents are.
Okay.
Now, when you wrote to Chabell on the 30th of April 2019, he was not yet allocated the land at this time.
No, the correspondence was to inform him of the fact that, like, basically the application was successful.
Was granted.
Yes.
And then what follows would be an agreement.
And then a lease agreement is drafted.
Well, yes.
By either of the legal teams.
Okay.
And then will be circulated amongst the two parties.
Which was never done.
In his case, no, we did not. Remember, we did not write an agreement with his company.
Yes.
We wrote a lease agreement with EMK stores.
Right.
So we did not have any signed lease with him.
Yes.
Mr. Batchily, there was an agreement. There was an agreement that was cancelled by the Council for BCC. Which of the agreements were cancelled?
It was the first one, where the
between who and who?
Where the property between EMK and BCC.
Between
EMK stores.
Yes.
And BCC.
And BCC.
Yes.
Can you provide us with a copy of that?
Okay.
And why was it cancelled?
Yeah, because we had a lot of pressure from the National Assembly saying that they needed that area for a proposed project they have. I think it was to build a car park also.
All right. Please note it down and let us have that cancelled assignment. Yes, Council.
Yes, the witness is still right. So, Batchily, the special audit of Banjul City Council for the year 2021 and 2022, you've had access to this special audit?
Yes.
Proceed. Mr. Batchily, you were the one also that signed the allocation to Mr. Momodou Korrka Jallow, correct?
Yes.
And the land that was allocated measured 175 by 125 square meters, correct?
Yeah.
Now, for the amounts that are reflected in his statement, that is the payment of 1.3 and other payments, why is it that these monies are not reflected in your budget's projections correctly? Because you received 1.3 million from Mr. Jallow, and you couldn't give possession. So this 1.3 million should have reflected in your budget appropriately. But looking at your budget, it's not there.
Okay, first of all, I think we also need to look at the time frame in which the mentioned payment, because if I'm not mistaken, I don't think at a go he ever paid that amount of money. For example, he did not pay the 1.3 you are talking about.
Yes.
If I'm not wrong, I don't think it was paid upfront.
Okay.
It was like a series of payments.
Yes.
If I'm not wrong, but I'm highly confident that
Yes,
he did not pay it at once.
If it is a series, if it is paid serially,
yeah,
at the end of the day, it should reflect in your books cumulatively.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And it should reflect, making reference as to whether it's a liability or a credit.
Or credit, yeah.
right? But this is not done.
Okay.
Why?
Then that was a failure on our part.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Yes, Mr. Batchily, the special audit that I made reference to for 2021 and 2022, during which time you were the CEO of PCC, correct?
Yes.
We have the Trust Bank Limited account with account number 110000001602, account name TBL02. The finding reads, we noted the council's deputy director of finance withdrew a total amount of $1,536,590 from the council's O2 account domiciled at Trust Bank. These withdrawals were not accounted for in the council's cash book. The accounting officers did not provide any evidence of or support in documents for these withdrawals. And there was no bank reconciliation. Now, for instance, 8th of January 2021, you have a check paid to Mohamed Cham for an amount of $149,300, and there were 10 checks altogether, which will give you a total of $1,536,590. Did you look into this matter as CEO?
You mean then when the report came out?
Yes.
Yes, we looked at it, and then Jam's side of the story was that some of those payments that were made in his name.
Some of those were?
Some of the payments that were made in his name were for things like salaries, wages, pensions.
Right.
And subsequently, some areas were covered. He was able to provide answers to some of the areas in that line of query. So I think it will be very important that the Commission is in a position to access some of those information as a follow-up to the audit query.
So you were CEO and you authorized all these payments?
Yes.
Okay. There would have been vouchers for this?
Yes.
We will need all the supported documents for this payment.
Yeah. I think you highlighted 1.5, total of 1.5.
Yes, you can have access to it so that you know exactly the check numbers you are to look for.
Okay.
There was also a withdrawal amounting to $387,000 in 2021 by Mohamed Cham. 14th of May 2021 with amount of $65,000. 16th of July 2021, $62,000. 9th of September 2021, $75,000. And 15th of September 2021, $185,000. So actually we need to have all the supporting documents for this.
Okay.
Payments that were authorized. The same goes to council staff as well. We have Umit Dabo, who was given a check on the 21st of December 2021, the amount of $500,000. With the check number 555-26113. Account number is this Trust Bank account 10000001602. We also have Ibu Drame, Who is Ibu Drame?
Ibu Drame was his accounts officer at the council.
How about Umi Dabo?
She's a cashier.
So Ibu Drame, the check number is 940045007. The trust bank account 10000001602. The amount is $132,677 bottles. And you have also again Umid Dabo from the same trust bank account. The amount $42,150. This was on the 23rd of December 2022. So actually, we need the supporting documents for this as well.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes.
SAP's private consultant. How did you get to have an agreement with SAP's private consultant?
Okay, SAPS was introduced to my humble self by the ex-director of finance,
yes,
Momodou Kamara. So he convinced me that SAPS was able to tap into revenue.
SAPS is a?
The company
yes,
was able to tap into revenue, especially yes, the license area.
Right.
That we were not having access to.
Which were these revenue lines that you were not having access to, that you needed a private consultant?
No, I'm talking of within the license domain.
Yes, but you will have to know.
Within the license domain.
Yes.
Yes, there are some areas that we are not tapping into.
Which were?
For example, stores, some of the stores that are being constructed in and around the city.
Why do you not have access to some of these stores?
Because they are in, I will not call it remote, because Banjul is not a big place, but like they are situated perhaps in areas that our collectors do not every day see.
Do not?
See on a daily basis.
Why?
To be able to...
Why won't they see it?
They should have seen it, though.
Yes, but why did they not see it?
But then that's the issue. They will come and say that, like there are some stores that might be in operation, but we are not in the know.
How do they know that?
Exactly.
What you don't see, you don't know, perhaps,
no,
in this sense.
Yeah, but
so if they do not see any new store, they would not know a new store exists, so there is no need for them to tell you that there is a store somewhere that they cannot see. If they know of the existence, then they will be in a position to see it.
Yeah, I agree with you, but then if you look at this particular moment,
right,
you'll see that in Banjul there are a lot of developments that are happening.
So what does that mean?
Infrastructural development.
How can you prove that?
Some of them you see it.
No, I don't see it.
Especially, like along busy commercial areas.
I can't see it.
You
can't see it. You would not know whether they were registered or not. Even you as the CEO, you can't just see a store and then it is just newly built and you just believe that it is never registered.
I don't get you very well what you mean by the last question.
There is revenue assessment.
Yes.
Done.
Yes.
So there is no room to say that some of these stores, they could not see it. If they cannot see it, it does not exist.
But the assessment could be facilitated more if you know that there is an existing place where I can go and tap.
No. Assessment is a matter of must. You don't even have to suspect that there is a new business for you to assess. It's the Director of Finance's role, which you supervise, to make sure that they discover new revenue line.
Exactly.
That's what the law says.
So it is from that context or point of view that he came and explained that there was a need to get these people on board.
Why can't the revenue collectors do it?
He thought that they would have been a better alternative.
What did you think?
I bought the idea, to be honest.
You bought the idea?
I bought the idea.
Why?
Because I was thinking that, like an independent body an independent body, because it's possible that some of these, like you rightly said, some of these collectors could even come and realize that there are some places where developments are happening and there are potentially commercial spots, but would not tell the council.
And then they will profit from this.
Well,
no, that's what you're saying. If they don't tell the council, they are profiting from it.
It could be.
Okay.
Yes, we will proceed.
Yes.
Chabell.
Yes.
We may rise.